talks about sports betting.
Who's Dave Ramsey?
Oh man, he's
You shake your head that I don't know Dave Ramsey, and you don't know Macho Man Randy Savage.
You would do a lot better knowing who Dave Ramsey is than Macho Man, whatever the flip.
I listened to the Looney Hour as well, and the Looney Hour guys, one of them, Richard, I think it was Richard Diaz. It's the younger generation. I mean, you're old enough that you should know.
Looney Hour is one of them's Newfie, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Keith Dicker, he knew who, but the young guy, Richard Diaz, did not know who Dave Ramsey was, and that shocked me.
Okay.
Anyways, should I just play it here so we can...
He offers lots of financial advice to people, and
his entire...
no debt.
Yeah, his entire motto is no debt, and he has a very step-by-step action plan. And to be fair, for anybody that's listening that is in deep financial trouble, he's got great stuff. So
here's the clip.
I'll play the clip here in a minute.
The fastest growing addiction that is destroying young men in their 20s is online sports gambling. FanDuel is a portal to hell. DraftKings ain't king of nothing except their own pocketbook. And they're screwing an entire generation of young men because you don't win. That's why they can afford to buy ads. They're back-to-back ads every time you turn on a sporting event. They're spending billions of dollars. You know where they're getting that? It's out of your kid's freaking pocket because they're screwing an entire generation. This is evil stuff right here.
I love it.
I agree. You asked me a few times on a podcast that we did, you were like, what do I think of gambling? Do I think it's evil or something like that? And I was like, well, there's a lot of negativity attached to gambling anyway. But yeah, I would change my mind on that. I'd say it's totally evil because it draws from people only destruction and hurt. And
it's greed.
Yeah, and yeah, that's right. And it's constantly lifting up, exalting greed. Yeah.
What do you think? As someone that used to struggle with gambling.
I still do.
Yeah.
Gambling is definitely something. I didn't put it on my list of vices because I guess
I can't do it anymore. I just can't do it.
Okay, so I can totally do it. I would.
Spoken like a true addict. I can handle it.
Yeah, I definitely.
Totally.
Well, no, I don't think I can handle it. I shared this with somebody.
Why
the
do you
other
do
day.
it then?
Well, I typically do not gamble at all. Making
okay.
it sound like my biggest gamble right now is some of the business deals I'm doing, and the jury's out. Like,
right.
I stand to lose much more than I ever lost potentially on playing poker or anything. So I used to play a lot of poker online and at the casino. Oh man. And the point
it makes my heart go like, oh, I can't. I know the feeling.
Feeling. So first of all, I have won a lot of money at different times playing poker, and I think that even now,
I don't think our listeners need to hear that.
Sorry. And I could do it now. It's actually fascinating.
We upload like 5 minutes.
I used to have a lawyer. My lawyer paid his way through university playing professional poker. And so, like, poker's different than DraftKings betting, to be fair, because you are playing against people, and there are people that literally make a living playing poker because it's a different form of gambling, I guess. But for me, the moment of conviction came when I walked out of a casino at this is probably 20 years ago now or 18 years ago, in the afternoon. It's a sunny day. I had been there for 12 hours or something, and I just felt so convicted about the use of time, and resources. Like, obviously the resources part of it. And like, that's through reading the book now I'm reading about, how we're supposed to use our money. I don't think God is blessing anybody that's, gambling and saying, hey, I'm going to, are you tithing on your gambling profits? Like, how are you stewarding?
Right?
Like, those are convoluted, messy things, right? Like, I think, I think what this video talks to is something that I see with young people now, even in our circles, where it's just like, it's so easy. It's literally in your hands. It's a fun thing to do. They're following these sports anyways. Like, guys are following all these types of sports games. So now not only are they watching the sports and, caring so deeply who wins, when really it's just a game and it doesn't matter. Now it's like, hey, I've got my hard-earned, I busted my butt all day working, and now I'm going to potentially lose that because of who won a hockey game or a football game.
I just remember the feeling of loss. Like,
so that is the difference between me and you?
Oh,
like,
man.
You don't feel it.
I can get kicked pretty hard.
But,
like,
yeah, but
I bounce back.
You start
to
feel it when the money is like.
I was making $25 an hour milking cows, losing $1,500 in a night playing poker.
Yeah, but it was just you.
Yeah, I wasn't feeding the
That's
family.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
right?
well, you wouldn't be married this causes huge problems in life, huge problems. I guess the thing is for young people that are struggling with it, where it's like, hey, when does it go from a thing that they could justify
to an addiction.
to a fun thing. Well, and I mean, that's a valid question because there's people that are listening that are literally struggling with this. And it might be it's not necessarily a young kid. It could be a guy who's doing it for fun as a quote unquote hobby thing. And when does it become an issue where all of a sudden, hey, I'm hiding it from my wife? Then it would be an issue. Like the minute your spouse doesn't know about something, it's an issue.
Yeah. Do you know what I would say?
Amen.
This is true.
Yes.
God has given you the power to just stop. He has.
If you're not a Christian,
No. I mean, if
okay. Well, I'm telling you that if you're not a Christian,
those in Christ, God has given you the power to stop.
Okay. Follow up question to that: Has He given you the power to just stop being angry
or playing chess,
Yes.
or playing chess?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course He has.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we just don't. Like, that's why there are places when you're about to be angry and you realize, I don't need to get this angry. Because the power of the Lord has given you that ability to stop.
But we're sinful, right?
Hey guys, if you enjoyed that episode and were blessed by it, would you be willing to support the show? That would help a lot in creating more content, improving the quality of the content, putting the production value, getting more guests on, and me being able to spend more time and energy towards it. So if you're interested in doing that, you can click up here and it'll take you to a support page. But you can also subscribe to the podcast by clicking over here and doing that. Thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.